in the kitchen. I'm ready for some country living. Baby, won't you put your hand in mine? Even in the morning and the Beatles sound I wanna get.
This is Megan. I'm reporting for Below the Belt Show from Baltimore. I am here with Taylor Hicks, platinum recording artist, American Idol winner, Vegas headliner. I could go on and on. Taylor, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for being on the show. So I'm really excited to see the show tonight. What can I expect?
Well, a lot of shows that I've done don't have this many Vegas show tunes in them. This particular gig has obviously some benchmark songs off of Idol, some classic Vegas show tunes, and then some songs off of my previous records.
And are you going to be doing a little improv, which is something that your fans really appreciate about your music?
Yeah, I think I ad-lib in life in general. So when I on stage, I think it's fun to be as creative as possible.
And will we be seeing you play the harmonica tonight?
I probably wouldn't be in Vegas anymore if I didn't play the harmonica. So I don't want to make anybody upset. So of course I play it every night.
That's good to hear. Speaking of American Idol, what do you think about the new judges this season? Do you have a take on the kind of the rival that's going on? Have you heard about that?
I keep up with it. I think it'll be interesting. I mean, obviously there's a big arc in age different. There's you have an artist that's young and that's on the judging panel, and then obviously you have Randy, who's been around forever, and then obviously all of them I think have some. We'll just see how the chemistry plays out. I think that's what's great about Idol is I kind of am up for changing judges every year, just because I think it's a good publicity thing, and I think B, you don't want to get tired of the same old judges, and you never know what kind of chemistry that you can put into a judging panel that will really make the show pop. So I'm excited about it.
Now, I do have a question. Tomorrow you're involved with Wildfest, correct? The dog event. Can you tell us a little bit about that? That's here in Vegas, correct? Local? Yes,
it is. The dog competitions is where you see the dogs from all walks of life actually jump, like have a long jump. If you've seen some of the handlers, they throw.
Agility?
Well, agility. They do. Obviously the jumping, and it's just I think this is a great way to get outside. Watch all of these great handlers and their dogs. It's very pet friendly. Obviously the Rio Hotel here is really pet friendly, so we've done a lot with that, and it benefits the Lily Clara Foundation. So it's a wonderful experience. I'm looking forward to it.
Are you an animal advocate yourself?
I am, yeah. I've my family has has cats, and we've had dogs, and so yeah, we're pet lovers.
Now, something else I know that you're involved in is the Wounded Warrior Project. Can you tell us a little bit about that and your involvement in that?
Well, I think it's just near and dear to my heart. I've obviously have family that served in our military, and it's something that I've just it's just pretty amazing that some of the stories that these soldiers have and what they go through to fight for our country and our freedom. And I'm just a big advocate of that organization, and it's a wonderful one to be a part of.
Will you be playing 19, which is one of my personal favorite songs? Do you play that in your shows in Vegas?
I do, yes. So okay. You will be hearing it for sure.
Good. Now, did you have a hand in writing that song?
Jeffrey Steele, Todd Hamridge, and Gary Nicholson wrote that tune. And it's just something that it was just really, when you find songs like that, it's undeniable that you cut them.
Right. Now, you're moving in the direction of country for your next album. Have you recorded it, or?
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm moving in the direction. I think where I come from, where I live, and probably how I talk is...
Wait, you have an accent?
Yeah. It's about as country as it gets. So, country music has been around me for a long time. My first two great aunts were the first two female bluegrass duet on NPR radio out of Oak Ridge, Tennessee. So I think that's where the musical tree comes from, and that's where the music comes from. So yeah, I'm very accustomed to it, and I think it's a soulful country record would be really good.
And when can we expect that to come out? When's your next
next year for sure. Obviously, with the Las Vegas and the Bally's gig coming up, and here and having a residency in a year, I think there's endless opportunities to be able to work a new record into the next year.
Now, you said with the residency coming up, can you maybe explain to the audience what the difference between what you're doing now as opposed to your residency?
The show is in one place, and so that we call that a residency. What's great about it is that you don't have to travel. People can come to you. The tour, crowds is on tour in Las Vegas, so it's just wonderful to be able to be in one place, live upstairs, have the band in this really intimate atmosphere, the Indigo Room.
So you actually live in the hotel?
I live,
upstairs.
I live upstairs, and it's an interesting lifestyle. But the casino floor is your living room, which is quite entertaining.
Do you gamble?
A little bit here and there, but it's not gambling is not. It's not. I've gambled before, but it's I enjoy blackjack. I like single deck blackjack.
Okay.
But I've not been really good at it since I've been in Vegas. So it's kind of like I'm deterred from playing card games.
Being here, do you like being here or do you like being on the road more? What is your preference as far as your music is concerned? Do you find a different audience being in Vegas?
I think on the road it's, obviously you see different parts of the country and you see different people. Here you see everybody. So there's people from the UK, there's people from Scotland, New Zealand. I mean, you see people from everywhere. And I think that's what the great thing about having a show here at Bally's is you can have all walks of life come and see you perform.
Okay, so I have a fan question from somebody in Baltimore, and they wanted to know if you are still in touch with the woman that you chose on The Choice.
Yes, she's a sweetheart. That's all I'll say.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it here first. That's good to know. Now, I had asked you before, but I'm going to push you on this. Are you going to be on Dancing with the Stars?
Maybe.
Because there are a lot of people that would like to see you on that show. I think you could take home the trophy.
Yeah, how about that? American Idol winner and Dancing with the Stars winner. Could it be done?
I think we need to talk to Steve about that.
I think we need to too.
Okay, so we'll start a campaign.
Totally.
We'll start a social media campaign, and we'll get, after your residency is over, we'll get you on Dancing with the Stars. How about that?
Done.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. It was lovely to meet you.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, it's Taylor Hicks, and you're watching Click on This.
Outback farmers cooking in the kitchen. I'm ready for some country living. Baby, won't you put your hand in mine? Even in the morning and there'll be no sign of warning me. Rolling up around your supper time. Whiskey for sipping and the chicken finger leg.